Hey Michelle, it's Jack with Onboard Landscaping here. I've got this design all laid out. In the original service quote, I just gave you that price for giving you an evergreen backdrop for both the left and right side of the windows with those boxwoods. And then just a slew of three perennials here, three perennials there. Um, I tried to reference your design as much as possible, or your pictures that you sent me over email. I tried to reference those as much as possible in this design. Um, a lot of those plant layouts kind of were possible because they were in a sun garden, the area to the right of the front door. All of that area would have to be a shaded garden. We do have some potential for the garden bed on the left to do some, and you'll see that this is kind of modeled after one of the pictures that you sent me with the English lavender, some yarrow, some white textures, some separated dwarf. These are actually called Mugo pines. They're columnar-shaped dwarf Mugo pines. A couple fountain grasses popping up just like randomly, English lavender randomly, a couple more small fountain grasses, different variation of fountain grass, and then just a couple, and then a few dianthus to accent the driveway here. So that one's a little bit of fun. Um, and then we get over to this area, which would be completely shade, basically. I mean, you've got the big arborvitaes, you got this big tree, you got this tree, and then you've got that tree. So this whole area is pretty much going to be a shade garden. I personally enjoy shade gardens the most, just because you've got that kind of wet, damp, moist feeling in there, because sun isn't hitting it. There's something a little bit enchanting about it, in my opinion. So yeah, we still have the same continuity with the Mugo pines accenting the windows. This is a really cool perennial grass called the all gold Japanese painted grass, or all gold Japanese fountain grass, I believe. I might be getting that wrong. Then you've got some Delft lace Distilbe in a pack. You've got some catmint in a pack, more Delft lace Distilbe, and then you've got a nice little slot of, there should be 5 here, bleeding heart, 3 black beauty snake root. These hydrangeas, these Annabella hydrangeas, would act as a backdrop for the black beauty snake root here. And then you've got some obsidian coral bells, a nice pack of those, and then some big blue-leafed hostas as kind of a nice big backdrop and a good utilization of occupying open space in this back area over here. There's some Virginia bluebells. These are really cool perennials that bloom, and I also incorporated a lot of bloom time in this, so I want, certain parts of the garden to be blooming in the early spring, and then something to be blooming. A lot of these bloom for long periods of time anyway, but it is nice to have like these Virginia bluebells pop up first thing and bloom kind of like tulips. So there's a nice pack of those right there. And then you've got the arborvitaes, more black beauty snake root, more bleeding hearts in a row here, a couple coral bells to round the corner. Here we've got some foxglove kind of randomly dispersed, bleeding heart, a ligularia popped in there, more ligularia. This is a green ligularia in this software, but it's a purple ligularia called Midnight Lady Ligularia is what we would use. So you've got that kind of dispersed randomly, along with more bleeding heart, more foxglove. You've got a nice circular ring of more Virginia bluebells to get that popping up first thing in the spring, and then more coral bells around this corner as well. I did put edging in the design to kind of just bring everything together, a flagstone walkway to allow access through this garden area. Some of these borders would probably have to be adjusted or widened. We're talking maybe like 6 inches out. I have the design is based off of where they're at now, but if we need to pop those out a little bit more, if we want to add more plants or anything like that, We can do a stone border. That's what I would suggest. I think it would make the house just look phenomenal. I can maybe link something in the video to show you what it looks like. And but I think that's just about it. Yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks.